The market rockets higher. Is it a B wave or a bear trap? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so in last week's video we were looking for a B-wave bounce up toward the 4130 to 4170 area, and that's exactly what we saw as the market bounced up to the 4160 area and held it there until the close. Now we should be seeing a C-wave to the downside, but don't get too bearish too fast as the bulls can still take this higher. I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the move higher, we are expecting a move down from here, but the bulls do still have some hope. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart. And as we talked about last week, I said this looked a lot more like an A, B, C down than an impulsive move, with there being 5 waves down here to get a C, and we should be looking for a bounce off of this area, and that's what we saw. The market took it directly higher in a pretty straight move, but we do have what we could potentially call a 5-wave move up for wave C here to complete the move. And if that's the case, we would expect a C wave down. Now, if we're going to get a C wave down, that should be an impulsive 5-wave move, which means that we should get a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward that 3950 area. So we would look for that kind of move to the downside instead of this 3-wave ABC move that we got for this wave A. Now, should we see the start to an ABC overlapping structure here where it gets very corrective? And by corrective, that means it doesn't follow Elliott's rules. There's too much overlap and it's not an impulsive structure. If we should see that, then it is possible for us to have a diagonal, an ending diagonal happening here where we are looking for this move up to be an A wave that continues a little bit higher than we're at now. So where we're at now, we would keep climbing to take out this high, this B wave high at around 4172. They take that out. That is a warning to the bears. And we would then look for a pullback in B and then a C wave up toward the 4316 area to complete the overall move higher toward 4300 that we've been talking about for a while. Again, our primary is still a B wave unless we see a corrective move down. Again, a corrective move is where you start to get some overlap in here. It doesn't look very strong, and then you get the move down, and then you get the strong move back up from there. So if we see a corrective move down where it's not very strong, we're getting overlap, and it's not an impulsive C wave structure, we would look for a C wave to the upside, okay, taking us to the 4316 or so area, which is what we've been looking for quite some time, since last October. If they do make it to the downside, if that's what we're going to get, and we're going to get a 5-wave down, the landing space would be the 4,000 area down to about the 3,900 area. So anywhere in there with 3,950 being kind of the ideal landing spot would be our wave E target that would complete a triangle for wave B that we've talked about in depth. You can check out last week's videos where I go over that. And if we complete that wave E, then we should start an impulsive move to the upside from there that would take us back to the 4,300 area to complete the move up at that time. Now, in the bigger picture, if 3,950 can't hold, we have a date with 3,800, and if that can't hold, it's very much look out below at that time. But in the micro count right now, if the bulls can take this a little bit higher, okay, and take out this high right here, push it up to about the 4175 or so area, back to about this resistance zone, then give us a corrective pullback in 3 waves and come back and take out that high, it's extremely bullish, and we should be looking for 4316 at that time. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, remember guys, as I've been saying for some time now, the NASDAQ is in a much better position, a much more bullish position, has been telling the truth far better than the ES has been following the path far better than the ES has, and it is set up for a breakout to the upside. And so on the NASDAQ, what we're looking for here is the NASDAQ completed what we're calling the wave 1 up here, 5 waves up, and then we got an ABC pretty perfectly down, spike through the 1.0. Then we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move up for wave 1 of 3. We got the ABC down for wave 2 of 3. And now we're looking for 3 of 3 to continue that breakout. Now, if this is going to continue its breakout, what we will likely see is a move up toward 13,453. You often see chop and rejection at the pivot because it is a hot, heavy resistance zone. And even you see a pullback off of the pivot before it goes up. And this would coincide with the ABC we're looking for on the ES, where the ES is making its A up, so we would continue up in the NASDAQ up toward the pivot here, which is the 13,376 to 14,453 area. The market chops because it's weakening that resistance. It does pull back a little bit and then comes back and breaks through that resistance, causing a squeeze effect and pushing us more directly higher to we would target the 13,702 area after that, the 1236. And again, I've chronicled this in other videos, but wave 3s work the way they do because wave 1 comes up to the resistance area and it fails. Wave 1 of 3 comes back to that resistance area, it fails. Then you get wave 3 of 3 comes up to that resistance area and it fails a little bit for a little bit of time. It can even pull back a little bit, and then it eventually pushes and breaks through. That causes the squeeze, which is why 3 of 3s are so strong. And again, we would target the 13,702 for 3 of 3 before seeing a pullback to that 13,453 area. So not only does it challenge the resistance and chop here, it also creates support for the move back down. So pretty interesting stuff. If you really want to learn about Elliott Wave, I have an amazing course you can check out. I'll talk about it later in the video. Now, should the NASDAQ fail here and we start to see a downside move, we could see a deeper C wave down. They could either be a flat down to this 12,800 area, but if they can break that support, we would look down to the 12,500 area as our next target for that C wave down, before then looking for wave 3 to start on the NASDAQ as well. So the NASDAQ is sitting bullish while the ES is a little bit in limbo, which does tell me that that diagonal to the upside could very well play out. So we'll keep an eye on that, but if the NASDAQ can break through, it will pull the ES with it, and we look higher from there. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We just started our training program. It's the Elliott Wave for Beginners course. It's Elliott Wave, how I use it and teach it, and it comes with both memberships. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the count and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Key takeaways for today. For the bulls on the ES, we would like to see them push higher and take out this B wave high here at around 4170. If they can break that high and push up toward this D wave high, then we would look for a pullback that holds support and looks corrective, and then a C wave up toward the 4316 area. However, if they don't push any higher and we start to see an impulsive move to the downside, we would be looking for 3950 in that area to complete this E wave and support to hold there. And if that happens, we would look for a C wave to start back to the upside. Over on the NASDAQ, sitting more bullishly, already at the top of its move, looking to break out. If they can push up over 13,453, we should expect a direct move toward 13,702. For the NASDAQ to break out to the upside. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.